Well, welcome everybody to our call and welcome to our special guest, Emily Gibson. Many of you will know Emily from Momentum Movement, which we're a big supporter of Momentum Movement in the past. And it has been such a great program to be part of to help with coaching and learning new skills and being independently growing our businesses too. So I asked Emily if she would share some of her knowledge because she's got a wealth of knowledge and we love how she presents things too. And she so graciously said yes. And I was so thankful for that because she's got a lot going on right now and a lot of things on the burner and also just coming through Thanksgiving. And I've been following your journey with Trish being over from New Zealand and all the craziness of your household and how you do everything. I have no idea, but you have a great system, obviously. So I'm going to just read her bio. She has a book out also, so it's part of the bio that you'll find on the back of her book, and she'll probably share about her book a little bit later. But Emily is one of the top producers and developers in the network marketing industry, which is Plexus Worldwide, and she has an award-winning career. She is also a sought-after public speaker and trainer and a gifted certified life coach from Life Coach School. She lives in Utah with her amazing family and has lectured at top companies, including eBay. Her degree in elementary education and years in the classroom were just the beginning of her influence on others. She has spent the past decade challenging the norms around her by paving an unconventional path to success through all of these avenues while raising 4 children and 1 fur baby along with her husband, Sean. All of her accomplishments that she is most proud of is motherhood is at the top of her list. She is a constant seeker of education and growth and lives by the motto, experience is what you get when you didn't get what you wanted. She was born and raised in Northern California, but now calls Utah home. So that is just absolutely lovely. So Emily, I just want to give you the whole floor so you have time to share what you want to share. And thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts for doing this for us. We certainly do appreciate it.
Oh my gosh, you are so welcome. I feel like I need you to read that to me every day before I get out of bed. So I can just be like, yes, let's go. So fun. Okay. So yes, raised 4 children and my husband, Sean. Yeah. Did you like how I wrote that? Yeah. And don't forget Cosette. It's my King Charles Cavalier. That is the fur baby I'm talking about there. And I've told my family that when she dies, whenever that is, I mean, she's 3, they're supposed to live till they're like 15, but I told them I'm going to stuff her, and my family thinks I'm crazy, but I can't imagine her not being in our house. So I'm like, no, we can like stuff her and curl her up and put her by the fire and she can just sit there. And everybody thinks it's crazy except for me, and I'm fine with it. So that's me. This is me. Okay. That's how much I love my animal. She is like a baby to me. Okay. I'm so excited to teach you how to build momentum on your team. This is so easy. You absolutely have this within you. And it all starts with you and you. All right. So I want you to let go of any beliefs that you need workers or that you need someone to come in and just boost your team up, or that you need to re-engage people. Yes, of course, all of those things are amazing. But what I find is that when I'm in that place of desperation, it brings an energy of desperation. And from a place of desperation, I can't be my best self. I can't work and have fun. It becomes not fun. It becomes stressful. It becomes a place I don't want to go. So what I found is that I have to make it fun for myself. So for me, silvers are fun. And if you don't have a belief in silvers, if you think they're hard or not something you can do or not something you've ever done or something you don't remember how to do, I just want to point out to you that those are just your thoughts about them. That's all they are. And I want you to think back to a time when you used to think silvers were easy. Or if you're in a category, you're like, I've never thought they were easy. I've never been able to get one. I don't even know what you're talking about. That's fine too. I'm going to help you with that today as well. But I'm going to give you some really easy things to believe about silver that are absolutely true. And I want you to borrow them from me and start saying them so that they can become true for you. All right. So first of all, the reason why silvers are so easy is because I don't know a single person that doesn't want an extra $355. Not a single person. Everybody wants that. And so every single time that I sign someone up, I talk to them about how they need to get their 3 most important people in their life to do this with them. So what does that look like? First of all, I'm a huge advocate for signing people up over the phone. I like to put their information in for them. You might be someone that likes them to put their information in. I want you to do whatever your leader told you to do. All right. I'm not here to cause segregation amongst the troops. I want you to do whatever your leader is telling you to do, but I want you to get on the phone with them and then do it the way that your person told you to do it. And here's why. When you're on the phone with someone, you can read them a lot better just by listening to their voice and asking them questions. So you're putting in their information. The reason why I like to do it is because I love control. And I don't know anyone that doesn't like a little bit of control, but that's basically why I like it the most, because I know that they're not going to mess anything up if I do it for them. Another reason why I like to do it myself is because I'm asking them for their email address and I can make small talk. For example, they give me their email address and I go, oh my gosh, I miss my Yahoo account so much. I switched to Gmail. It was so catastrophic. It flipped my life upside down. And now I'm established with Gmail. I can't go back to Yahoo because it would just be a nightmare to switch again. And it's that little initial way to sort of spark a conversation. I want you to use the enrollment process as a time for connection, of getting to know people, because you are getting their personal information and it's going to tell you things about them that you would normally miss, right? So look for a way to connect somewhere in that first screen. Then I love a birthday, because birthdays are my favorite, right? So when someone tells you, oh, here's my birthday, a lot of times what I find with women is it's sort of like, dun, 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 I'm so old. Can you believe I was born in 1956? And I'm like, oh my gosh, you are so young. My mom was born in 46 and I think she's super young. Like, she was born in 46 and she graduated high school in 64. It's so easy to remember. And I literally bring that up on so many calls. And if they live around here, sorry, that's my dog. If they live around here, then I'm saying, oh yeah, my mom she went to West High. And oh, East High, it was in the movie, the movie, like the High School Musical movie. Again, I'm looking for ways for connection and conversation. I'm making small talk, right? But I'm not making the process last 25 minutes. It's still a 5 and 10 minute thing to get their information, but I'm doing it in a way that there's connection as I go. All right. So you're getting their birthday, you're getting their email address, you're getting their credit card information, you're getting their payment, you're getting their address. Oh my gosh, you live in a city I used to live in. Oh my gosh, my grandma lives right by you. Sometimes there's no straws that you can grab for, and that's okay. Don't worry. All right. Because the only straw that you need to grab for is the one that I want you to promise me you will grab before you say goodbye. So everybody put a 1 in the comments if you promise me that you can totally be shy and introverted the whole time if you want to be. You don't have to comment about their email. I would recommend it, but you don't have to. You don't have to mention about their birthday. I would recommend it, but you don't have to. This last thing is the one that I just want you to promise me you will always, always grab. And it's right before you say, okay, I'll call you in a couple days when your products come. Okay, bye. It's right before that. You're about to hang up and you go, oh my gosh. And by the way, I don't know if you know this, but Plexus is a super generous company and they want you to have an incredible experience on the products so that you get your results. And they've set up this little thing that makes your 90 days totally free. All you have to do is start with the 3 closest people to you in your life and you get $355. Even if you, and then I sort of pause and I let them have a reaction because I want to know where they're at. So I pause right there and then they either go, oh yeah, I'm not really interested in that. Or they go, oh, wow, that's nice. Or they go, I think I want to just try it before I say anything to anyone. And depending on what they say, this is what I say. Okay. The first one where they say, oh, yeah. I go, I know. It's so amazing. Whether you do anything with it ever again, they just give you the $355. Of course, that number is always changing depending on the, bonuses that we get. Just know it on the first of the month. Be like, what number am I inserting this month? It's going to be $355. They just want to give it to you. And like, you don't ever have to give it back. And I sort of make a joke out of it. I'm like, it's so crazy. When I first did it, it was so easy. I just got my mom, my sister, my best friend, and they like put the money in my account. And I told my husband, I feel like we shouldn't spend this. They're going to like want it back. And they never take it back. You never have to do anything ever again if you don't want to. It's just so easy. Is there anyone that, you'd want to like start this with that you think it could help them too? And they're going to give you all the answers. I just want you to listen to them and I want you to take notes on what they say. All right. Because they're going to say, yeah, I think maybe my sister might be really good. This happened last week. I'm actually driving to her house for Thanksgiving. And I said, this would be great for your sister. Tell me about your sister. And she said, well, we're like about the same age. We both sort of have the same complaints. Like we want to lose weight. We don't have energy. I don't know. Maybe it would be good for her. And I say, it would absolutely be good for her. It would be the most amazing thing for her. Why don't you put you, me, and her in a message together? And I can talk to her about what it would do specifically for her. And she'll say, yeah, okay, I'll do that. Or this particular girl said, well, I think when I get there, I'll talk to her about it. And instead of pushing my way on her, I go, that's so great. But I get the ball back in my court. And I say, I'll message you on Friday about getting in a message together in case you have questions that come up as you talk to her. And you see how I like take it back into my court there, where she kind of took it and I'm like, no, I will totally follow up with you in 3 days. I will message you in 3 days and see what questions come up as you talk to her. Because then I'm planting that in her head that 3 days from now, she knows I'm going to be messaging her and she's probably going to remember to talk to her sister about it, unless she doesn't, in which case I will message her in 3 days. And I said, hey, Natalie, what'd your sister say? Did you have a chance to talk to her about it? And she said, yeah, she sort of wants to do it with me. And I said, great. Do you want to just get her started? Should we just sign her up? And she said, well, she has questions. And at that point I said, perfect. How about you put her in a message, you, me, and her in a text message, and we can talk. And she said, okay. And then put her in a message with me. And then we got her signed up. And we signed up her daughter too. So now she's just one away from silver. And had I not signed her up on the phone, that conversation would have never happened, right? Imagine if I had just sent her my link and my number and directions. She would have just signed herself up. I would have never known that she was on her way to Idaho to go to her sister's for Thanksgiving. I wouldn't even known that her sister was on her radar. But now I have a relationship with sister because I followed up, I made a plan ahead of time, and I did what I said I was going to do. Okay. So I want you to remember this. You already promised me that you will always say that before you hang up. It doesn't matter when you say it in the call. I like to do it right at the end. Promise me you will not hang up ever again without telling people that Plexus is super generous. And whether you do anything else with it ever again, starting with the three closest people to you that you love is going to put you're going to get $355 for that. And I always tack on, and even if you never did anything else with it, it's just free money. Like, it'd be crazy to not do it. And then I say, what do you think? Because I want to know what they're thinking. And then they give me more excuses, or they tell me, yes, great idea. Or they give me their sister or their mom, or they have an idea with their friend, or they think maybe my husband. And I say, yes, we can sign your husband up under you right now. Do you want to do it? You'll make $35 back on his order if you do it right now. And a lot of the time they do right away. Right. And then I say, oh, perfect. You just made $35 or $40 if they got the bigger pack. Just 2 more people, and you're going to make another 300 and however many is minus 35, you guys. I'm so sorry. 355 minus 35 is 20, 320. You'll make another. Did I do it right? I hope so. My math teacher would be so proud. You'll make another $320 if you just get 2 more people. Who else can you think of? And then if they get 1 more, I'm like, just 1 more. All you need is 1 more. Who's it gonna be? Like, I literally talk like this. And if this is not in your wheelhouse, it doesn't have to be like this. You can be your calm, introverted, cool, collected self. And I am just going to be crazy. And that's me. That's who I am. You be you. I'm going to be me. You can say the same words in your personality and it will connect the same way. I promise you. Okay. So that's step number 1. You ask every time and you teach your team to do the same. If you are not doing it every time, I promise you, your team is not doing it every time. And if they are not doing it, you're not developing silvers. You're just not. I know you're not, because the teams that do this start popping up silvers all over the place. And the ones that are new at it, they'll go, it feels so weird. I don't know. It's kind of awkward. I'm like, I know it is. It's going to be. You have to be willing to suck at first to be good at it later. So you might as well just like get through the suck part. Just get it over with. It's going to make you so much better. And the best news is that you don't even have to be good at it for money to talk, because money does all the talking. You say 3 people, $355, they're going to want it. I don't know anyone that doesn't want $355. I want $355. And I made over $1 million last year. And I'm like, $355 sounds amazing. Can I make it? How could I do that? I would love to know how to make another $355. So I just want you to just get in your head this belief over and over and over again that everybody wants to hear about it. Every single person that you meet wants you to tell them about how they can make $355 when they order their products. I believe that with everything inside of me. Can you tell? You can tell, right? Because I know that it's true. And I just believe it. And even if people don't believe it, I'm like, that's crazy. You must be crazy. I'm going to tell you anyway, because you need to know, right? Because I just believe that everybody wants to hear about this. It's the best part. It is the cherry on top. And sometimes, like, I did a sip and see right before Thanksgiving, and I shared my product story, and it was so beautiful. And we had this great thing. And then I was like, who wants to sign up first? And people were like, me, literally. And I started signing up, and I was like halfway through the lady's email, and I was like, wait, everybody stop. I forgot the most important part. And everyone's looking at me like, this chick is nuts. And I was like, oh, by the way, when you sign up 3 people, Plexus is going to give you $355 that you never have to give back. They just give it to you, whether you do anything with it or not. You get 3 people to start with you. You get to see how amazing they feel. You get to see how amazing you feel. You all get to see how it works differently inside of you. And you make $355. And then if you're like me You've realized that everyone's walking around feeling like crap. Nobody's talking about it. And you'll make $1,000 in the first month. In fact, I promise you, we can make $2,000 by the end of this month right now. I will do all the work. I'll show you how to do it. You make all the money. I'll do all the work. And it's so easy. And we can do one of these things at your house next weekend if you want. And by the way, I make $40,000 a month now. Okay, go back to signing up and I sit down. That's it. It works so well. And it doesn't matter. You can make $1,000 a month and people will be more impressed than my 40,000. People don't relate to mine, but I still just say it. And I say, and I only started to make $1,000. That's like easy. We can do that for you in a week, 2 weeks, piece of cake. I'll show you how. Let's get you going right now. Okay, so how do we get them to come to the events, right? That's what you want to know. Now you know how to do silvers. It's literally that simple. It's that simple. You just have to do it every single time. And people are going to tell you no a lot. And your team, you have to get them to do it every single time. And their people are going to tell them no a lot. And it's not that you're doing anything wrong. You just have to do it every single time so that you literally find the diamond in the rough. That's all. Of the 10 people 10 level 1 fast start silvers that I did in this year, one of them took off. Just one. The others have like just piddled away. But that one, and she was gold until this month. She entered the month gold. You guys, she's like 15 orders from Senior Ruby this month. She went from gold to Senior Ruby in 1 month because we came up with this new idea about in-person meetings that I'm going to share with you right now. You want to hear it? It's so easy. It's so easy. Okay. I don't even know why it took me 6 years to figure out that I need to bribe people to come to events. Like, duh, Emily. And it doesn't have to be a lot. All right. So this is what we do. It's a 3-part system. Number 1, follow the how to host a sip and see directions. Krista, you have that for your team. Yeah. Do you know where that is? You have it?
Yeah.
Okay. Reach out to your upline jewel if you need them, or it's on my YouTube channel in the show notes of a call that a live that I did explaining this, or a team call that I did explaining this. Okay. So just do it. It works. I promise you. Okay. So I have them send invites for how to invite to the event. I'm not going to go through that here. And then tell them that when you are sending reminders to come to the event, let them know, hey, and when you walk through the door, I have a goodie bag for you, a doorbuster. Call whatever you want to call it. I have a goodie bag for you just for coming. Don't say what's in it, but you have a goodie bag. This is the goodie bag that you're going to put together. It's a stick of Active, a stick of Hydrate, and a stick of Slim. And I usually put a little ribbon around it, just like this. It's so cute. Goodie bag. Everybody gets one. I know it's going to cost you money to do this. They're not coming without it. And if you can get them to walk through the door, you can almost always get them to sign up, because we're going to give them more bribery to sign up. Okay. Here's the rest. If they bring a friend with them, they're going to get a $5 gift card from you. Look, I have them ready for tonight. I'm literally going to a sip and see when I get off this call. It starts in an hour and 5 minutes. Good thing she lives close. So I've stocked up on my Walmart gift cards. I've got to get rid of these. They're all Christmas. We have to get rid of all of them by December. So I'm like, whose house are we doing a sip and see at this weekend? Every weekend, I'm making sure that I'm doing one. Every weekend, an in-person event. Every weekend. Did you guys hear? One a week. Whose house are you going to next? Right? Okay. So $5 Walmart gift card. I'm going to hand you a $5 Walmart gift card when you walk in the door with a friend. If you bring 2 friends, you get 2. If you bring 3 friends, you get 3. No matter what, even if they don't sign up or anything, you just get the gift card and they get the goodie bag and you get the goodie bag. It would mean so much to me if you would come. I can't wait for tomorrow night. It means so much to me that you're coming. Can't wait to see you. Now your friend's like, dang, I was going to not come, but now she messaged me saying she was like, looking forward to seeing me. I better go get the goodie bag and I might as well bring my mom. That's who I really wanted to hang out with tonight. At least we can get a gift card out of it. Bribery. It works on toddlers and grownups. Okay. Last part of the equation. What do we do at the event? Whoever is hosting the event is starting it off by sharing their 5-minute health story. If they've made any money so far, they're going to say, and by the way, I've also made $125 in the last 2 weeks. And then they sit down and then someone else shares their health story, 5 minutes, no more. And if they've made any money, they say how much money they've made. And then the most knowledgeable person in the room is next. If you've been in it for like a week and your sponsor's been in it for 2 weeks, it's your sponsor. They've got a week on you. Okay. All you need to do when that person gets up, they go, okay, now we're going to turn the time over into expert Emily, expert Suzette, expert Angie. And Angie's going to come strolling up and she's going to be like, do you want to know how it works? How it does that for both of them? And everyone in the room is going to be like, yeah. And you're going to say, so crazy, right? Because for me, it helped me with da, 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 da. So the expert gives the things, literally lists them off. Before Plexus, I felt like this. List off the 5 things. Now I feel like this. List them off. And the reason why is because the main ingredient in the pink drink is chromium. Chromium controls insulin. Insulin is your body's master hormone. You're going to rewatch this and write it down and it's fine. Don't panic. You're going to sound like the expert. I promise you. And if you're like, I can't memorize things, just say this balances your blood sugars so that you can sleep and not crave sugar. And it fixes the root cause of everything you're dealing with. That's why it fixed this in so-and-so and this in so-and-so, the 2 girls that already shared tonight, and that in me. And then there's a probiotic that puts good, healthy flora in and kills the bad bacteria. And you can still drink out of your plastic water bottles and microwave your food and use antibiotics when you need it. You can eat normal, although I would recommend intermittent fasting because it's literally the best thing ever and it will give you instant weight loss results, but it's up to you. There's no diet necessary with Plexus. And then the bio cleanse is going to come and it's going to help you poop. And you're going to feel amazing because you never knew that pooping could be so exciting. Where you literally want to call your friend and say, I wish you could see my poop right now. I feel so amazing. That's what this is going to do for you. And I know you're all constipated unless you're already on Plexus. Who's already on Plexus? And then people, raise their hands in the room and you're like, isn't it great? And they're like, it's so embarrassing, but yeah, it's pretty amazing. And then see how you're like pulling testimonials like on the fly? It's so relatable. And then you say, there's one final product that I like everybody to add on, and it's the anti-inflammatory. It literally slips into your bloodstream when you take it on an empty stomach, and it eats away the protein in your blood, causing inflammation. Does anyone in here eat processed food ever? Raise your hands. Sugar ever? Raise your hands. Diet soda lives in America. Did we get everyone? Perfect. Because all of those things cause inflammation in your body. And this is going to get to the root of everything that you are wondering right now in your mind if this can fix. Anything that you're wondering about, this will fix it. It will get to the root cause. It will heal your body from the inside out, and everything is going to change for you. Now, I want to send you home with something extra special tonight. So, first of all, I'm going to tell you what pack that everyone tells me they wished they would have ordered. And then I'm going to tell you another option that you can order if that's too many products for you to start with all at once. But I just want you to know that everybody always tells me if they don't get the big pack that I recommended, they always regret it. And then usually there's someone in the room that's like, it was me. She told me last week to get it and I didn't get it. And I wish I would have got it. You guys should all get it. Like they will literally start validating you because you're just going to bring everyone to the every single week event. And if you're like, there's not enough people, Emily, I don't have enough people. I know we have to start with one so that we can do another one, so that we can find the next one. And we don't know who that's going to be. We don't know the how. We just know what we're going to do. Okay. So you're going to tell them to get, again, do whatever your team leader wants you to do. I like the variety pack the best. Do whatever they tell you to do. That's the miracle pack for your team. For us, it's the variety pack. I say this pack comes with 7 things. It comes with the pink drink, the probiotic, the magnesium cleanse, that's the poop one, and the anti-inflammatory that eats away the protein in your blood causing inflammation. It comes with all those things. And then it also comes with a multivitamin, a carb and sugar blocker, and a mood enhancer that burns your fat. Only $215 out the door right now. And when you sign up tonight with it, you get to go home with your choice of free product, our hydration drink or our energy drink. You get to leave with it tonight. As long as you sign up tonight, you get to go home with one of these and you get to carry it all the way home and think about how excited you are. You're going to change your life forever tonight. See how I talk to them about it? Like I am assuming they're already wanting to sign up. It's so easy. You can totally do this. I promise you, you can get good at this. Anyone can get good at this. I didn't used to be good at this. Just get going with it. Start doing it. Get into activity. And you're going to start to see results. All right. So then I say, or if you feel, I don't ever say, if that's too expensive, no. I say, now, if 7 products seems like too much product to start with for you, there's a pack with the 4 things that is $154 out the door right now. And you still get to go home with your choice of free product. Both ways are an amazing way to start. You're going to have incredible results either way you go. I want you to pick whichever one you're most excited about. And then I want you to pick which product you're going to go home with for free tonight. Who has questions? And then they ask me, well, could it help with this issue? And could it help with this issue? And could it help my husband with this? And the answer is yes, 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 yes. Triplex and ease, triplex and ease, triplex and ease, yes, yes, yes. And then they're like, okay. Okay, that sounds good, but I don't know if I want to share, until I see it work for me. I go, I know, I was the same way. And the crazy thing is that my results were totally different than anyone that I signed up. My mom had different results. My best friend had different results. My sister had different results. We all had different results. And so I would just encourage you to sign up with the people that you care about the very, very most, because they're going to be the people that are going to feel the best with you right away. And you're going to make a little bit of money, because here's the thing. I was never going to do a business. When I started this, I told my friend, I will never share. Don't ask me. I will cancel on the spot if you ever ask me to share. And then 2 weeks in, I was like, oh, this stuff, it works. Oh, crap. Okay, how am I going to pay for this? Because we were $125,000 in debt. My husband was working 3 jobs, 6 days a week, and even groceries were a burden. Has anyone ever felt like that before? Because I was you 6 years ago. I get it. You might not even want to raise your hand right now because you're so ashamed. I was you. I get it. But here's the thing. I felt good. So I wanted my family to feel good. And I made $1,000 my first month. You can make $1,000 right now. And I'm going to show you how. I can do it for you. I can help you. I know we can do this. When you start with just 3 people, you make $355. Even if you never do anything else with it, they don't ask for the money back. And everybody laughs. They're like, oh, kind of breaks the ice. You know what I'm saying? Makes you a real person. I typically like to go in like this is what I'm wearing tonight, you guys. I'm in jeans and a sweater. I used to get really dressed up. Now I just come as Emily. Come as yourself, whatever that looks like. If you dress up and it's normal for that, go as that person. Come as you are. Be yourself. Let your authentic self come through. It took me like 5 years to feel comfortable enough to do that. But man, it would have been so much easier if I would have just shown up as me from the very beginning. That's what people want. Humans are extraordinary at reading other people's bullcrap. If you're pretending, they're going to sniff you out before you even walk in the door. So just be yourself. That's all they want. They just want someone to be real with them and talk to them like a normal human being. And then the most important thing at the end is, okay, it sounds like we don't have any more questions. Who wants to go first? I will throw in another $5 gift card if you're the first 2 people to sign up right now. Who's ready? And I just sit and I wait and I smile. And somebody always says, I'm in, I'll do it. Because you're bribing them. You're making them feel like they would be stupid to not sign up. Because your offer is so good. And guess what? If you're like, well, I can't afford to give a bag of active, I can't afford to do that. I'm like, you aren't making the money anyway if you go and they don't sign up. You're making $0. So if they'll only sign up with this, see if your sponsor will chip in $10. And then if they get a 35, if they get a 109 pack, which they need to get the bigger pack. They're going to regret it if they don't. So that's $40 back. So if your sponsor chips in 10, you get $40 from the enrollment and the pay points, then you're spending $20 and you're making $20. You're literally earning an extra $20 by giving them this. If your sponsor doesn't chip in or you don't have someone that helps you, then if they get the $40, if they get the bigger 209 pack, you're making $40. This is $30. You're making $10. But you're getting a customer for life. Potentially. The retention's going to be better. You're putting more product in their hands. You're making them feel like they just got the best deal ever. They're going to love you for it. And then you're going to follow up with them 4 times in the first 30 days because you're going to give them the best service that anyone has ever given their clients ever. All right. And then if they try to quit on you in month 2 after their auto ship has run and they're like, you didn't tell me about this. You're going to be like, oh yeah. Remember how I checked in with you and said, is this the regiment you want to keep doing? And you said, yes, that's what I meant. So sorry for the miscommunication. By the way, you earned a free product last night. This is so exciting. I'd hate for you to lose that free product. We can put it on your next order. Do we need to like switch up your products? It sounded like everything was going well. Like, tell me what's going on. Right? Now, Emily, how do you solve so many problems so positively? You guys want to know the answer, right? You're like, I don't understand this person. How are you so happy? I'm not happy all the time. 50% of the time, I'm sad and unhappy and feeling like crap. And the other 50% of the time, I feel happy, excited, all the things. Life is 50-50, and so is your business. 50% of the time, it's going to suck. And the other 50% of the time, it's going to be amazing. And when it is sucking, your brain's going to be like, you should quit. You're not good at this. You don't have the personality. You're behind. You're not holding your rank. You can't do silvers. You better just quit. That's the 50% negative. That's your lower primitive brain that's trying to keep you safe. All you have to do is go, shh, maybe, shh. I just need a minute. You know how like when your kids, you're on the phone and your kids are like, mom, 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 mom. And you're like, shh, just a minute, just a minute. I'm talking to Anne-Marie. Shh. Okay, just tell me I'm blocking out my kids right now. That's what you got to do to your brain sometimes when it's trying to pull you down. Because when you're like really confident and you're believing in yourself, network marketing is so easy, right? Because you're like on top of the world. You're like, I can do anything. This is so fun. And then it's like problem to solve, problem to solve, problem to solve. And you slowly just like start breaking down into like a wounded animal that just wants to lie in the corner and suck your thumb, right? I didn't know how to help myself get out of that low time for a really long time. So I just used willpower to force myself through it. And it was miserable. In fact, I've talked about this a little bit. After I hit diamond, I hate talking about this. After I hit diamond, I literally didn't want to be here anymore. Like I never understood how anyone could ever want to take their life until I had been in Plexus for about 3 years. And I just genuinely believed that everybody would be better off without me. And there was one night that I will never forget where I just sat up in my house. It was from 3 to 5 a.m. Nobody knew I was awake. And I just sat there and resisted the urge. And then I found the most incredible thing to go with the most incredible thing, which is the gospel to me. God helped me through it tremendously, but the tool that he delivered into my life was thought coaching. And thought coaching changed everything for me. And if you follow me on social media, my Instagram is Imagine Emmeline. And then I have a coaching handle, Emily Gibson Coaching. And I found thought coaching. And what thought coaching is, I have like this little sign behind me. It's just always here. Anything that you encounter in your life, like you thinking silvers is hard, or you thinking that you can't get back to senior ruby, or you thinking that you're never going to get diamond, or you don't have the right personality for this, or you're introverted, or you just don't have enough friends, or you can't expand your network, or whatever. All those things are just your thoughts, right? Your points in your back office, if they say like 538 and you're like, oh, I am not good enough. My points are 538 is your circumstance. It's just what's happening to you. And then you have a thought about it. Like, I'm never going to get caught up. I'm never going to get back to senior ruby. And then that's going to create a feeling inside of you that's probably like sad or disappointed or shame. A lot of network marketers feel shame when they don't hold their rank, and they want to hide it, and they don't want their team to know. And they don't want anyone to know. And so what they do is they end up pretending. But remember how I said human beings are experts at reading other human beings? People can like feel that inauthenticity from you because you're pretending. And then you might also like beat yourself up. You might avoid your team threads or avoid team pages or avoid team calls. You might find yourself eating a cookie or drinking a glass of wine, or you might watch 8 episodes of Selling Sunset on Netflix. I don't know, what's your favorite show? Whatever, right? Because you don't want to feel that disappointed feeling. So you do something else to feel happy. And your result every time when you're thinking that thought, I'm never going to be Senior Ruby again, is I don't like myself, or I hurt me, or I stay the same. And this model behind me, that's what we call it, the model: circumstance, thought, feeling, action, result. It can turn anything around in your life almost instantly. And I have this coaching program that Krista wanted me to share with you called Beyond the Rink that will completely change your life. You think Plexus products have changed your life? You just wait. Because the only thing standing in your way of you regaining your rank, or you hitting your next level or your next stride, or believing you can develop silvers, or believing you can host a live event, or if you're already at the top of your company, believing that you can get even further ahead than you already are, believing that you can develop 5 diamonds below you. Wherever you are at, it's going to meet you there individually in a way that you have never experienced before. In fact, if you are in my coaching program community already, will you write in the comments what it's done for you? I don't even know if there's anyone on here that is, but if there is anyone on here, please tell them, because what I can tell you is that your thoughts are the only thing holding you back. And you think it's your points. You think it's that you don't have the right personality. You think that you need a sale. You think that it's all these other things outside of you, and it is not. It's just your thought that if something were different, that you could be more successful or you could be better. And even if all you did was just come to the once a month workshop that I do the first Friday of every month, you would get your money's worth. The workshop that I'm teaching in December is how to stop people pleasing. And it's so good. It comes with how to recognize if you are one, how to get out of it. And I have an emphasis because my coaching program is for network marketers with Christian values. Now, I have people in my program that aren't network marketers. They're just friends of mine that just like the coaching. They like to listen. They like to get coached on things that have nothing to do with network marketing. And then I have people that aren't Christian, but they don't mind that we talk about God sometimes. But if you are a network marketer, which I know everybody here is, and if you are a Christian, then I'm going to understand the elements of your life, like your relationship with your husband, your relationship with church, how you want to have balance, how you want to take Sundays off, but you feel like you can't ever leave your phone. I'm going to understand all of those things and help coach you through them because I've coached myself through them. This is how I have totally turned around the deepest depression that I've ever been in my whole life, and literally doubled my income in 3 months' time last year. I did it with a model, you guys. I know we all want to give COVID credit, but it was not. Because I have a lot of people on my team that just didn't engage during COVID and their teams didn't grow. Right? Like, this is what's going to get you past whatever you think is in your way. It is $59 per month. The doors close tomorrow. So you have to decide kind of fast, because I don't leave the doors open all month long. It's only available and open through tomorrow at midnight Mountain Time. That gives you like 2 hours after month end. Or you could just do it now. You could just go get signed up right now. You can go to emilygibsoncoaching.com/shop. Can somebody put it in the comments for me? Let's see. Let me read some of the comments. It's been absolutely stunning, guys. It has really helped. I've been on and watched many. Emily's coaching is fantastic, and watching her live coach other ambassadors is amazing because pretty much every issue is relatable. I just started on Thanksgiving and absolutely love it. Can't get enough of it. The one on abundance is amazing. I taught a class on abundance at the beginning of November. You can go back and you can watch that class if you get signed up today and tomorrow. Worth every penny. Yes. So emilygibsoncoaching.com/shop. And you can just click on that link and it'll take you straight there. It's on subscription. So this is like the best news ever because I reward you for staying on subscription. Or if you can afford to just do the annual membership up front, then you get a goodie box with like 5 different things that I give you. It's going to feel like Christmas. It's going to be better than what your husband buys you, I promise. Ask your husband to get this for you for Christmas. It's the best gift. And if you get the annual pass, it's $649 instead of $708 that you would pay if you just did the monthly $59. When you've been in Beyond the Rank for 6 months, you become a VIP member. That means you get to come to my free VIP event here, VIP event, the tongue tie, July 29th here in Provo, Utah. You pay for your hotel, your airfare, your food, but the event itself is free all day. You get to sit with me just like this for 8 hours, and we just get to have an amazing time together. That's free if you are a VIP. Again, you just be on subscription for 6 months or more and you get to come to that. You can't come to that. You can't buy a ticket. You have to be invited. It's invite only. And then if your budget can allow you to do the annual membership, the $649, then you get the goodie box right now. You get that event for free and you get another event for free that I'm doing in 2023 that will be similar, but you can buy tickets to it for $199, but you get to come for free if you are an elite member on for 12 months. So anyway, does anyone have any questions? I talked for so long and I know you loved every second. Almost. Krista, tell me. What do you want me to, any questions or we're done?
Thank you so much. That was awesome. And I just want to add to what Emily said about coaching, because all the training was amazing leading up to that. And we can take in all the steps of training and how to do network marketing, but there is almost like an invisible wall that sometimes will keep us from doing those steps because of stuff that's messing with our heads. And I've worked through that myself too, and taken a lot of different other coaching things also. Plan to hook up with Emily's coaching to take on that because it's like layers of an onion, and it's very, very valuable to process some things and get past some things. And it's very important for our business too. I know Monique has a lot of coaching too on her team, and you can tell when people are being coached because there's a depth to them for sure.
It's so true. It's like you can sniff out an uncoached person from across the room, right? You can lead someone at a higher level if you yourself are coached. So,
absolutely.
Good.
Yeah, that's really good. Does anybody have any quick questions about anything? I know Emily's got a meeting to go to, so which I think it was fabulous that you did this before that.
I'm so happy to do it. I love teaching people how to do silvers.
Yeah, it's really good. I think everybody's so excited and just happy. And I'll get the show notes for you guys too that Emily spoke about, the meeting, the events. I myself am hosting one in my home on December the 8th. So I'm going to get that right into action. So we'll talk about that later. But thank you, Emily, so much.
You're so welcome.
Just so appreciate you. And I know everybody else does too. Yeah. If everybody could just undo their screens and just wave goodbye, we're going to just have a send off for Emily and have a great week, you guys. Take care. Thanks, Emily.
Thank you so much, Emily.
Thank you, Emily.
Great. Really good.
See you later.
Really good.